people, what's going on? Ryan White for High Point Music, and welcome to today's tutorial where we're going to jump through and have a look at No Scrubs by TLC. So we've had a request for this one on the YouTube channel, so let's drop this intro and start putting it all together for you all. Hey people, so the beginning is always a great place to start, and what we're going to do is we're going to start breaking down this part here. So cool, so what we've got going on here, we've got the verse section, which the majority of the tune is based on, actually the entirety of this song. When I was listening to it this morning, working it out, is based on that chord progression moving all the way through. And lastly, before we get started today, people, we do have our capos here on the 4th fret, making sure we're doing this one in C sharp minor. Okay, so getting started on our first voice, we've got our A minor shaped like this, which is our second finger on the 2nd fret on the D string, our 3rd finger on the 2nd fret on the G string, and our first finger is on the 1st fret on the B string like that. So we're going through and we're targeting these middle 4 strings here with our picking pattern. And the rhythm we've got with this picking pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. And also really important, we're letting all those notes sustain out and ring out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that, people. Alright, that brings us to the next part we've got to look at, next chord, which is an E minor shape like this. So that 2nd finger on the 2nd fret on the A string, 3rd finger is on the 2nd fret on the D string. And what we're doing with this one, as far as the finger picking pattern goes, we've got the E string on top, we're skipping over the A string and going D, G, B, like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's put that together with the A minor voicing. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, move to the E minor, shape like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the A minor, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that on E minor. Alright people, 3rd chord we've got, once we've got that together, is we're jumping in on this B7 shape here. So dominant 7 shape with our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret on the A string like that. 1st finger then goes to the 1st fret on the D string, and then our 3rd finger is coming in the 2nd fret on the G string like that. And again, just like our A minor shape, we're targeting these 1, 2, 3, 4, those strings there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's put that together with what we've covered so far. So A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, and notice how I'm keeping my 2nd and 3rd fingers in that position. To the B7, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to the E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, even though we're not hitting the A string here. So I'll run through that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, move to the B7 shape, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to the E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, B7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to the E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, so you would have seen running through in that example how using your fingers with the 2nd and 3rd in those positions, transitioning across the shapes on the fretboard, keeps things nicely organized and allows you to move with a lot less thinking. All right people, so there's a variation on the 2nd half of running through this riff. Let's check that one out. So that's first time, 2nd time to B7, and this bit. All right, so this occurs after we've run through our B7 in that position there, 2nd time through, and then we're quite simply going. So let's break that down. We're starting off with our, I like to use my 3rd finger here on the 3rd fret on the B string. So we're going 1, and then we're doing a slur or a pull off on the first fret on the B string there. So 1, 2, and 1, just like that. So 1, and once we've got that moving, all we're doing after that is second fret on the G string there, and then coming back to the open B string like that. So it goes really slowly. So just move through that really steadily. Let's put this together nice and slowly with the second part. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again. Cool, so let's put the whole thing together, quick little run through so you can see how that works. So E minor here, A minor, B7. Alright, cool, so that covers us for the introduction part, which runs through the verse. When we get to the chorus, what we can do is we can approach this with a strumming pattern that fits in with the groove that's already in the track. So one thing I was thinking we could do with this one is using a hammer-on technique with our voicings, which kind of mimics the bowing technique of the synthesizer, which is imitating some strings in that section. So I'll show you what I'm talking about, and then we'll break it down. So awesome. So what I'm doing is I'm taking all of those chord shapes that we've already covered from the introduction, and on the first beat of each strum, the first one I'm going, so I'm hitting those middle 4 strings and then hammering on the notes of our chord shape onto the fretboard to get that effect. So we're targeting the middle 4 strings and going, that's our first movement. So we're hitting the strings, hammering on the chord shape, coming up and hitting the board like that. Or not necessarily the board, that's going to be the body if we're strumming it down here, obviously. So that movement there, after we get that, we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously what you can do in between that is when I'm doing it, I'm using the hammer-on, coming up, and then I'm hitting some muted strings in between to add to the percussive element of what I'm doing with the strumming. So it's really to exaggerate that there for you. So that's just going to add, particularly if this is a solo guitar performance or arrangement you're doing as a singer-songwriter or on a live gig in a small club or something like that, that's going to really add a lot to your set. So not just having straight chords all the time, you can bring in those other elements which is going to drive the tune along. So 1, and then what we're doing is we're applying the same concept to the B7. So that's hammer on, strike up, hit the board. You can put your 2 percussive hits in like that. So, and then same pattern on the E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's put that together nice and steady. So B7, E minor, and again, and B7, once more, A minor, E minor, B7, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that covers everything you're going to need to be able to strum that and rock out that chorus chord progression just like that. You can add a heap of atmosphere and ambience to your live set or an acoustic performance of this tune. So if there's a question you'd like to ask me, you can drop those in the comments below to get some help with your playing. If you want to get my help personally in a one-on-one setting, quickest and best way to do that is to book either an online consultation or online 8-week video program. You can find all those links on our website or in the link in the description below. Also, if you're a beginner out there and you're looking to get started and some of this stuff might be a bit tricky, you can sign up for our free 4-week beginner program, which is tailored video content for you all out there to get you started right from scratch, take you through some excellent information there. It really covers the basics really nicely to get you moving and get you started on your guitar playing journey. So practice this one up, people. Like, subscribe, and share if you haven't already. Show us some love for what we're doing on the channel, and I look forward to seeing you all in future content. I'll see you then.